in Kuwait.
Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna show you how to make chicken biryani. It's super delicious and simple. First, we're gonna take red onions and we're gonna slice them as I'm showing you here. Then you're gonna take some ginger, about 5 centimeters or 2 inches in length, and you're gonna peel it and grate it. Then you're gonna take 5 cloves of garlic and also grate them, and you should have similar amounts of ginger and garlic together. Then you're gonna take potatoes that have been washed. You're gonna peel them and cut them into cubes. I have 3 potatoes here. Now I'm gonna be cutting the tomatoes. As you can see here, they have similar size as the potatoes. You will mix this with the chicken, so they shouldn't be in big pieces. Meanwhile, you will want to fry your onions. Onions can go very quickly, so I suggest you stay near the pan. And what you want is something like the color I'm gonna show you now. You're caramelizing the onions. As soon as they are brown, you remove them from the oil. When you're done with your onions, it's time to marinate the chicken. So I've added some salt, garlic and ginger to the tomatoes, and here I have the spices paprika, red chili and turmeric. I'm gonna add yogurt. Again, for the list of ingredients and the amounts, please look at the description box below. Then I'm gonna add some of the fried onions and the chicken. Now you're gonna give it a good mix. This mixture you can prepare the night before and keep it overnight in the fridge, or you can keep it on the countertop at least for 30 minutes and then you're ready to cook the chicken. The longer it sits, the better the taste. Meanwhile, I'm also frying the potatoes. When I'm done with the potatoes, I'm gonna start making the chicken. Now we're gonna start cooking the chicken. I've added some oil, and you could, before you add the chicken, you could fry the whole spices in here, but I'm showing you another way that it's easier because it's very easy to burn the whole spices. So if you're not confident enough, just add the chicken to the oil and let it simmer for a while. Lower the heat, and then if you have to add water, you can add water. Now I'm adding the chicken stock cube, and then I'm gonna add the whole spices. Remember, these spices you can add at any time. The earlier you add them, the better the taste. So these are the spices. Down in the description box you have the amount and the kind of spices that I'm using. And now we're covering it until it cooks fully. As you can see, the stock is reducing. I'm gonna check the salt, and it looks like it's fine, so I'll just lower the fire and let it simmer for a little bit. Now I'm gonna be preparing the things that go on top of the rice. I've boiled 4 eggs and I'm slicing them. I actually have this gadget, so if you have it you can use it, otherwise you can use your knife to slice the eggs. I also have some mint. I've removed the leaves and I will cut them. What I do is I stack them all together and cut them very finely. Next, I'm gonna chop some fresh coriander. As you can see, I'm using the leaves and the stems. The stems actually give a really nice taste to the food, so don't discard them. And I'm gonna chop it finely. So these are the toppings I have: coriander, mint, eggs, potatoes, and onions. Later I'm gonna add some cashew. For the biryani, you actually have to start cooking the rice before you add it to the chicken. So here I'm adding to a pot hot water and salt and my rice, and I'm gonna cook my rice halfway. After the rice is cooked halfway, I'm gonna strain it and add it to the chicken. When you add your rice, you make sure you don't mix the chicken with the rice. The chicken should stay at the bottom. And now I'm adding some mint and coriander and some water with yellow coloring. Okay. When you add the water like this with coloring, you can also add some rose water and it's gonna give it a nice aroma. We cover with aluminum and put it on low fire for about 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, the rice is done. And as you can see here, when I serve it, I reach for the bottom, on the bottom of the pot, and then I grab all the chicken first, and later I'm gonna grab from the rice that's on top. That way I can decorate it later on. As you can see, some grains are still white and some grains are yellow. This is because of the food coloring, which is very nice. And now I'm just sprinkling my onions and my potatoes on top. I'm gonna also add my greens, the mint and the coriander fresh. I decorate with the slices of egg, and I also happen to have cashew nuts. And cashew nuts are very special in this dish, so if you have them, please add them. Make sure they're toasted and salted. And this is how it looks like. Thank you for watching. See you next time.